Mizuno STG 440cc head, pear shape, traditional, releasing out in September, October, and the Fairway woods, 3 and 5 wood. Your boys have got them early. If you're clicking on this video and you aren't subscribed to our channel, make sure that you do. Club reviews, course vlogs, whatever else you need, the golf supply. Let's get into it. Let's test the driver, 3 wood and 5 wood in this video. Then we're going to head over to UK Golf Academy, get the data, get the numbers on these bad boys. I'm really looking forward to using the 5 wood because Westy, who's behind the camera, is actually maybe looking to get a 5 wood, so I'm going to get him to hit a couple of these as well. This is a nice shape as well. Let's get right into the video. STG driver. Before I get into the tech, do all that sort of stuff, I'm on the 3rd hole, tight as you like, par 5. I always use this hole to do driver reviews because you have to hit it straight and there's enough space to try and hit it really long. I just really like the shape of this. Like I said, 440cc head, so it's smaller, but it's like your really traditional pear-shaped, teardropped kind of shape. Reminds me of like the Titleist 913 D3, I think it was, the smaller head. Really sits really square at address, but it's just like a real nice half circle, not too elongated, not too squatty, but then the face is so deep from top to bottom, but not as wide from right to left. It's a really good looking driver. I'm gonna give Mizuno that. Let's just see how it performs though, because that's the main thing. It can look as good as it likes, but it needs to do what it says on the tin. First swing of the day, also like to do that when reviewing a driver. What do you reckon, how many fairways hit, how many fairways missed?
2 fairways.
2? Let's see. Ripper. That's a strong flight as well. I've only got to find one more fairway west, and I've matched your tally. Oh my lordy boy. Get that one down west. No, there it is. Ain't gonna save me from that one. Like I said, behind the ball, address of this looks really good. It's noticeably smaller being a 440cc head, so it doesn't look as sort of player friendly behind the ball. Looks good with the carbon on top. Feel off the face, really nice. Sound good, West? Nice sound? Nice sound, not too tingy like Ping, or not too dull like a Stealth. It's got quite a nice acoustic to it. Address behind the ball nice, and the carbon on the top sort of isn't giving me too much glare with the sun coming down. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, 2 more to go. Is it gonna hit the fairway? Hold! I don't think that's going to hit the fairway west. No. Couple of toe balls in there, couple of good ones in there. Not the easiest golf club to hit by any stretch of imagination. It's not marketed to be the easiest golf club to hit, but the fairway woods look pure behind the ball. Westy wants a 5 wood. I want to hit the 3 wood and 5 wood. I'm going to get Big Man to hit the 5 wood as well, so you can get a mid-handicap's opinion of the STGs. Right, so as Big Dick Mike behind me starts just to hit some of his favourite club in the world, the 5 wood. Let's just go through some of the tech in this. I've said it in 1,000 of our reviews already. I'm not a massive fan of the whole tech talk that comes out of manufacturers. I find it quite mundane, but core tech chamber, that is at the top of the driver, which is coming up on the screen now. It's almost like a speed pocket. It takes stress away from the club face, creates additional energy, therefore meaning more ball speed. Mizuno are claiming that they've seen up to 1.5 miles an hour gain in ball speed. Max convergent fast track, so that is what I mentioned earlier. The 2 bits on the back here, it is for fade and draw, but also to move a little bit of CG forward and back. Now obviously this is a super low spin head. It can be moved around with the weights to make it a bit of a low to mid spin driver, but out of the box it is a low spin driver. Expanded carbon toe wrap, so as you can see coming up now, around the edge of the club there is a little bit of exposed carbon on the toe side, just to make it a little bit more lightweight in the toe section, gives it great level of shot shape adjustability. Tour tested for sound, yeah, it did sound really nice when I was hitting it then. Moving on to the fairway woods, it shares that core tech chamber with the driver. It's got a full titanium construction, high strength thickness titanium face, all this sort of stuff. We've heard it in almost every manufacturer review, so not really going to go into that. Ultra low spin constructions. Westy, is it low spin?
For me, as a mid-handicap, I wouldn't know what that feels like, mate.
Okay. Tour tested for sound, and the quick switch hosel again is on the 3 wood and 5 wood. Let's catch up with Westy and see how he's... That was an absolute bullet, that one. Let's catch up with Westy and see how he is finding this club. Welcome to the section of the video where we say Chop Dog reviews.
I knew he was going to. You know what? The minute you started that, I knew he was going to say something.
Chop Dog reviews, right. For everyone who isn't familiar with our channel, this is our Chop Dog dummy. Michael West currently plays off a handicap of 14 and he's just been hitting the STG 5 wood.
I don't think it seems too small, but I prefer looking at that than a hybrid. I don't know, for me it just suits my eye a little bit better. It is a nice colour and it looks at a dress, like everything about it is aesthetic. Like looking down is aesthetic. I like the little Mizuno notch, looks nice. So looking down, for me, it was absolutely like almost flawless really, because there was nothing that I didn't like. It's hard, isn't it? For a Chop Dog, it's actually hard to like, we had to just have an off-camera chat about like spin and what that meant, but I'm happy with it. The 3 shots I was happy with. Chop Dog review. It's like a gladiator, isn't it?
Right, so Chop Dog's hit him.
This is non-Chop Dog review.
This is sometimes Chop Dog review, but sometimes not Chop Dog review. 3 wood first, STG. Again, I would agree with Westy, address behind the ball, shares the same sort of characteristics as the driver, very pear-shaped, almost teardrop for the old school golfers, teardrop. Do you know that saying?
No.
Nah, you're not an old school golfer. We used to call it the teardrop effect, that's old school.
That's what you call a quad.
That's old school. Is it? Quad muscle, one of them.
Ugh, I'm not going to get that on camera.
Yeah, so shares the same shape as the driver, very traditional. I personally, why I game the ping is I prefer a little bit of a shallower face, wider toe to heel, but really not offensive. Has the Cortec chamber in it, has a central weight here. This is the low spin model, so that weight is at the front to bring the spin down. Let's start with 3 wood, 258 out, got the drone over the green, back into the breeze. I'll tell you what, that's a bloody good effort, it's just turned over a bit too much. It's forward, isn't it, West? It is a very, very forward flight. That's all over it.
That is as well.
Golf shot. Towed that, but it's actually going to do all right. Keep going. Keep going. We're putting. After these 2, I'm going to head over to UK Golf Academy and actually just get some proper data with these and see how they're performing.
Far with these.
Huh?
I feel like they could post numbers. Yeah.
You can send these out there, right? 5 wood. Chop Dog's favourite club.
Oh, strike.
Oh my lord. Keep drawing.
Well, that's about 240, 245.
Golf shot. I like it. I like it. Ah, that's not going to draw enough.
Shame. I mean, it's still there though.
It's on the green still though. I don't think the drone's going to get that one, but hopefully the old camcorder will. Low spin, high launch is how I would describe that. Probably caught a couple of them high off the face, but head over to UK Golf Academy, get some datas on the 3, 5 and the driver. Give you our closing thoughts on the old Mizuno STGs. Not bad clubs at all. Actually good clubs. Let's get some data then. Down at UK Golf Academy, I'm going to start with the 5 wood. I'm going to hit 5 to 10 balls with each. Obviously I'm not going to show you every single shot, that'd be a little bit boring. 5 with the 5 wood, 5 to 10 with the 3 wood, and then 5 to 10 with the driver, and I'm going to get all the data up. Roughly for me, 5 wood I'd expect it to go around about, what do you reckon West, 260?
250, 260.
250, 260, 3 wood 270, 275, 280 at a push, driver, anything over 300 is a good driver hit with me. So let's start with the 5 wood, I was going to say 5 iron, let's start with the 5 wood. Mate, that is so good. I'm hitting these on a rope. I'm literally hitting these on a fucking rope. I'm hitting the same tree at the back of the range over and over again. This is fucking copy and paste. Do you know what? I don't need any more data with that 5 wood. Nothing. That data capture there, 6 in a row of my fucking Sunday best. Put that, you know what? Stand down onto the 3 wood. Right, 7 or 8 done with the 3 wood as well. Really interesting data actually from that 3 wood and 5 wood, which I'll get into after I've hit this STG, the big dog, the daddy. I've cranked it up 9.5, I've cranked it up to 10.5, suit more so the loft that I would play. Let's crank some of these. That was a bad one. Be interested to see how that one performs. I've hit that right out the bottom. Oh.
They stay here.
Woke up a sweat, didn't you? Doing this all for you guys at home. Let's get into the data. Starting with 5 wood, by far a country mile, my favourite club of this trio that we've been sent out. Let's get into the data. So, ball speed to start off with, it was an average of 161 mile an hour ball speed, which with a 5 wood, which is up there, it's pretty strong. Launch angle around 10.4 degrees, I do hit down on it a little bit. Average spin, absolutely on the money, 4,200, which is perfect. It's just under that 5,000, that like for like sort of ratio that all golfers compare to. And it was high, it was forward, it was not a lot of spin, but it still had a nice landing angle on it. Total carry average 255, so bang on my number, but total overall 268. So that's like that's a strong 5 wood, that is for me. It's above the window that I would expect to see, but it was just, I hit 6 shots of it in a row like you've seen, and I didn't need to hit another one. I hit 6 of my Sunday best. Absolute belter, this one. 3 wood data wasn't as great. It did jump up 3 mile an hour in ball speed to 164 miles an hour. Spin was at 3,510, so a smidge on the low side, but still enough to keep the ball in the air. Carry 260, rolling out to 280. So again, bang in my 3 wood number. I just didn't really hit it that straight, but it was going the distance that it should be going. I just didn't feel like I kept it on the planet. So this one, ball speed 172, slightly down on my sort of average. I'd say I usually average out at about 175, but again, I didn't really rip this too often. Spin, absolutely perfect for me, 2,547, exactly where I'd want to see it. Total carry, 285 yards. Total overall, 310 yards. So listen, it's not short, it's actually sneaky long. Being a 440cc head, low spin as well, for someone who doesn't need to drop down my spin. When I actually caught it, hit up on it, and got some good numbers on it, it is right in the window of what I would expect to see from a premium driver. So really good numbers there, really good clubs. Let's head back out onto the course and I'll properly outro this video because I'm sweating like a fucking pig in here. Lucky there's no smell through a camera because I stink of shit. Back to the course. So Mizuno STG family, you've had Chop Dog hit them, you've had me hit them. What do I think? Driver, 440cc head is a tiny bit intimidating. It's really, really deep, which is confidence inspiring behind the golf ball, but not wide from right to left. So me personally, I do not need a low spin driver, so it's a little bit of a biased opinion to the performance that I saw with this club because I don't need any less spin on mine. I actually need a little bit more spin. That's why I play quite a lofted driver. The fairway woods are absolute cash. They are money. I think both will be going in Westie's bag. 5 wood, high flight, low spin. They're low spin models, but they're not like low spin killers. What I found with something like the TaylorMade Stealth 2 is if you caught it out the toe, if you caught it out the hill, you're dead, like completely dead. With these, you're not. You can catch it out the toe, you can catch it out the hill. It's low spin, so it's a forward trajectory, but it's not brutal if you don't absolutely button it. These are really, really good, which then begs the question, I don't know why you would then play the STZ or something like that, because you get a really strong flight with these. They go extremely far for just a standard 18 degree and 15 degree 3 wood and 5 wood. So I don't really know what their STZ, unless you need extra spin and get something to balloon up. I think this flight on these are absolutely perfect. We've got extra stiff shafts in these in 60 grams, 70 grams, so not the exact specs that me and Westie would even play, but these performed so well. Good driver, good looking, good bit of tech, nice adjustability on the back. You can move the weights for draw, fade, shot shaping. I can see that you can shot shape this driver. With it being a bit of a smaller face, you can manipulate it, keep it open, shut it down a little bit. Good clubs, really good clubs, coming out on the beginning of October, I believe. The link to Mizuno's website is down below if you want to head over and order these. Fairway woods are absolute money. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hope you enjoy these reviews. The data was good at UK Golf Academy on all of them. Good drivers, usually coming at a little bit of a cheaper price point than other brands as well. Mizuno are always quite good at that. Like and subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. These are the reviews that you should be watching. None of that other garbage. Golf Supply. See you all later.